Edith. Miss Pettigrew. Edith DuBarry. Miss Pettigrew is my new social secretary.
Really? How intriguing.
I know. Lost her shirt playing poker or something, but she is the best in London. Miss Holt told me so herself.
I'm Christopher Smith, film critic for WeCanRewind.com with a review of Miss Pettigrew Lives for a Day.
Haven't we met before?
I don't believe so.
Recently, I never forget a face. You really shouldn't wear those muddy browns, you know, they're not your colour.
Oh, the funeral parlor.
Set on the eve of war in 1939 London, the film follows Frances McDormand's Guinevere Pettigrew, a disheveled, out-of-work mess whose luck appears to have run dry until the day she meets Amy Adams' Delicia LaFosse, an American singer and wannabe actress who's busy juggling the affections of three men in an attempt to climb to the top. First up is Tom Paine's Phil, a wealthy young producer whose father owns the theater at which Delicia is trying to land her first major acting gig. Second up is Mark Strong's Rich Nick, who lends Delicia his swank apartment while he's away on business, and who owns the cabaret at which Delicia performs with her boyfriend Michael, a struggling pianist played by Lee Pace, whose love for Delicia is as heated as it is genuine.
How do you take your whiskey?
He does seem to be a little agitated about something.
Yes. Well, I'm afraid that might be my fault.
Indeed.
Ice pick!
It's in the drawer. Somewhere. Ice in the Frigidaire.
I want the pig for murder, not ice.
Unfortunately for Michael, Delicia is such a cheerful little climber, she doesn't believe that love is what she needs at this point in her life. Certainly it isn't as important as the critical and financial success she craves. And so enter Miss Pettigrew, a moral force who knew love once and lost it. Over the course of one day, these two change each other profoundly, with Pettigrew gently guiding Delicia toward the one man who should matter most in her life, while Delicia ushers Pettigrew into another world, one in which high fashion matters, dramatic makeovers can take place, and love might bloom in the form of a lingerie designer played by a very good Ciarán Hinds.
That scarf, if I may say, looks perfect on you.
Well, thank you. It was a present. No, I think it's the most beautiful thing I've ever worn.
Now the flatterer has been out-flattered.
Sorry?
It's one of mine. The design. Last year for Mimi Couture.
My goodness.
You really didn't know. Well, that is a compliment indeed, madam. Thank you. Joe Blomfield.
Guinevere Pettigrew.
Pleasure.
Needless to say, complications thicken for all as the movie mounts a climax that's at once airy and serious. The air belongs to Adams, whose Delicia bounces through the movie until the ramifications of her selfish behavior stop her cold. Adams also is unstoppable, somehow making Delicia likable in spite of her willingness to repeatedly hurt Michael. As for McDormand, it's through her nuanced performance that the movie strikes its best observations about the meaning of love and friendship in middle age. In the disappointing, frenetic early scenes, when she's asked to be a vehicle for comedic farce, she gives it her best shot and is as good as she can be given the weaker material. But it's at the movie's end, when she's called upon to act and touch you with the truth, that she's at her best, stepping outside the film's initial screwball limitations and creating a better movie in the process.
Sock him in the jaw!
What? You seem to have made quite an impression on him.
Yes, I do, don't I?